The philosophy of love in Taoism. Introduction. Modern love has become noisy. People search endlessly for attention, validation, certainty, and emotional control. Relationships begin quickly and collapse just as quickly. Many people speak constantly about love, yet feel deeply disconnected from it. But ancient Taoist philosophy approached love differently. Quietly, softly, without force, without obsession, without domination. To the Taoists, love was not something to control. It was something to flow with. Like water. Natural. Patient. Unforced. In a civilization obsessed with possession and performance, Taoism offers a radically different vision of human connection. A philosophy where love is not built through control, but through harmony. Chapter 1. Love cannot be forced. One of the central teachings of Taoism is forcing creates resistance. The Tao Te Ching repeatedly teaches the power of softness over aggression. Modern relationships often suffer because people try to force affection, attention, emotional outcomes, and control. But Taoism teaches that genuine connection cannot be manufactured through pressure. The tighter people hold on to love, the more fragile it often becomes. Like water slipping through closed fingers. Taoist philosophy suggests something deeply uncomfortable for modern society. Love grows best when there is space. Not suffocation. Not constant emotional demand. But trust. Natural rhythm. And emotional freedom. This does not mean indifference. It means allowing relationships to breathe. Chapter 2. The power of quiet presence. Modern culture associates love with dramatic expression, grand gestures, constant communication, public performance. But Taoism values quiet presence. In Taoist thinking, the deepest things in life are often subtle. A peaceful conversation, silent understanding, sharing stillness together. Many relationships fail not because love disappears, but because inner peace disappears. Two emotionally exhausted people cannot create emotional harmony together. Taoism teaches that inner calm affects every relationship. A restless mind creates restless love. But a peaceful person creates emotional safety. Sometimes the most powerful form of love is simply being fully present. Without distraction. Without performance. Without needing to dominate the moment. Chapter 3. Love and the ego. Taoist philosophy repeatedly warns about ego. The ego constantly seeks control, superiority, validation, and emotional victory. Modern relationships often become hidden power struggles. Who cares less? Who controls more? Who wins the argument? Who receives attention? But Taoism teaches that love weakens when ego becomes stronger than harmony. The Taoist sage does not constantly fight for dominance. They understand flexibility, yielding, listening. This is why water became a powerful Taoist symbol. Water does not aggressively fight obstacles. Yet over time, it shapes mountains. In relationships, softness often becomes more powerful than force. Because love cannot survive long inside emotional warfare. Chapter 4. Accepting change. One of Taoism's deepest teachings is impermanence. Everything changes. Seasons. Emotions. Human beings. Relationships. Modern society often expects love to remain emotionally intense forever. But Taoism sees life as movement. Natural transformation. This perspective changes how relationships are understood. Difficult periods are not always signs of failure. Sometimes they are simply seasons. Like winter before spring. Taoism encourages emotional adaptability rather than panic. Because resisting change creates suffering. Healthy relationships evolve continuously. And love deepens when people learn to move with change instead of fearing it. Chapter 5. Love without possession. Modern culture often confuses love with ownership. People say, my partner, my person, my relationship. But Taoism warns against excessive attachment and possession. To love someone does not mean controlling them. True connection cannot exist inside emotional imprisonment. Taoist love values freedom, not emotional captivity. This creates a calmer kind of relationship. One based less on fear and more on trust. Fear constantly asks, what if I lose this person? But Taoism asks a different question. How can I appreciate this moment fully? This philosophy transforms love from anxiety into presence. Chapter 6. The beauty of simplicity. Taoism celebrates simplicity. Modern relationships often become overwhelmed by expectations, comparison, social media pressure, and endless stimulation. People begin performing relationships instead of living them. But Taoist wisdom suggests happiness often exists in simple moments. Cooking together, walking quietly, watching rain, sharing tea, laughing softly at ordinary things. The Taoist view of love is not obsessed with perfection. It values authenticity, naturalness, ease. Because real intimacy often grows in ordinary moments rather than dramatic ones. Chapter 7. Emotional balance in love. Taoism emphasizes balance through the symbol of yin and yang, masculine and feminine energies, strength and softness, action and stillness, light and darkness. Healthy love requires balance. Too much intensity creates instability. Too much emotional distance creates coldness. Taoism teaches emotional harmony rather than emotional extremes. Modern romance often glorifies chaos, obsession, jealousy, emotional volatility. But Taoist philosophy sees excessive emotional turbulence as imbalance. True love should not constantly feel like psychological warfare. It should feel grounding, peaceful, stabilizing. Not because passion disappears, but because harmony becomes stronger than chaos. Chapter 8. Love is a spiritual practice. Perhaps the most beautiful Taoist idea is this. Love is not merely emotion. It is a way of being. A practice of patience, humility, presence, compassion, and awareness. Relationships reveal human character. Impatience surfaces. Fear surfaces. Ego surfaces. Attachment surfaces. Taoism therefore treats relationships as mirrors, not merely sources of pleasure. Love becomes an opportunity for inner growth. To become softer, calmer, wiser, more emotionally aware. And perhaps this is why modern relationships struggle so deeply. People often seek someone to complete them, without first understanding themselves. But Taoism teaches, peaceful love begins with a peaceful inner life. Conclusion. In a loud and emotionally exhausted world, Taoism offers a quieter vision of love. Not love based on possession, performance, control, or emotional chaos, but love based on harmony, presence, patience, freedom, and emotional balance. The Taoist path does not promise perfect relationships, but it offers something increasingly rare: peaceful connection. Perhaps love was never meant to feel like constant struggle. Perhaps modern society simply forgot how to love naturally. And perhaps true intimacy begins not when people try to control each other, but when they finally learn to flow together, like water. Let us know in the comment section from where you are watching us. Thank you for watching.